Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing blue with gold, official weight 9 stone, 8 pounds, 4 ounces. He's the former British Commonwealth champion and former British champion, former Intercontinental champion, the WBC silver belt champion from Dagenham, England, the WBC #1 lightweight challenger in the world, the Hammer, Kevin Mighty Mitchell. And fighting across the ring out of the red corner, wearing black trimmed with gold, officially weighing in at 9 stone, 8 pounds, 1 ounce. An outstanding professional record. 38 victories, including 25 wins by knockout, with only 3 defeats. He's a 3-time world champion, former featherweight and super featherweight world champion, the reigning, defending WBC lightweight champion of the world, damas y caballeros, el niño de oro de Venezuela, Golden Boy, Jorge Linares.
Okay guys, you've had your instructions in the dressing room. Remember, obey my commands at all time. Obey my commands at all time, defend yourselves at all time. God bless, let's do it, touch gloves.
Well, this is it. No turning back now for Kevin Mitchell. The opportunity is there. Can he reach out and take it? It's a fight he said he wanted as soon as he heard the name of Jorge Linares. Now he's got it. Can he deliver? And it seems like a lot of people, Jim, have come down the A13 from Dagenham and East London to watch him in action here at the O2, but that's not going to bother Linares one little bit. This is a man who's having his 8th world title fight and who's boxed on 4 continents. Crowd noise, crowd support won't bother him one little bit.
Well, against a certain kind of opponent, good start from Mitchell. Mitchell has looked sensational against a certain type of opponent. Linares is not that kind of opponent. He's a thinker, he's classy, he's quick, he's accurate, he's precise. So I think a good start would do a lot for Mitchell here.
He's a beautiful combination puncher as well, Linares, but positive stuff this from Mitchell. One of those defeats that Linares suffered was a real shocker when he went down in 73 seconds. If you do catch him cold, as the West Ham anthem fills the O2. Is it hammer time?
You know, Mitchell's settled nicely. You know, he's adventurous for this early in a world title fight, throwing the left hook. Most of what he's thrown has been blocked, but he's the one throwing the good crisp-looking punches. Linares trying to back him up now, get his own show on the road.
And intelligent there from Mitchell, who's caught him with another left hand. Very positive stuff, this. Sharp start, this, from Kevin Mitchell. Good footwork, good defenses, getting out of range, but then landing his own shots as well.
And it's also good that Mitchell's coming off such a terrific performance last time out. I mean, he really looked sensational last time out against Estrada. So yeah, you can see 2 thinking fighters in there trying to draw mistakes. Nobody prepared to fully commit himself as yet. Quiet opening round, but I've liked Mitchell so far. Still almost a minute to go though.
Well, he was punch perfect in that last fight against Daniel Estrada, but nobody, including Kevin Mitchell, is suggesting that
Linares.
Right hand. Yeah, you got
that shook him.
Yeah, nobody's suggesting Linares is another Estrada, and as you say, that right hand followed up by another one. So Linares starting to find his range here as well as we get down to the last 30 seconds of this opening session. Linares on the front foot.
See, that's a 3-time world champion getting towards the end of the round, landing a couple of big shots, and whatever confidence the other guy has built up, try to take it away from him. That's clever stuff. Yeah, he's trying the right hand again.
And getting through again. fast hands, good feet. Jorge Linares. Took a little while to get going in this opening session, but that was a good little response there from Mitchell. Interesting opening round.
Listen, don't take chances, right? Don't take chances in the early rounds, yeah? Make sure your foot's here. Don't drop that jab short. He's looking to put the right hand over the top. He's looking, every time you throw the left hook, he's looking to counter left hook. You've got to make sure that right hand is there, yeah? Right? Don't drop your hand down short, because he's looking to put the right hand over, yeah? Don't take chances early. Little feints, still in movement, little feints, jab, yeah?
Well, Linares started to take control late in the round. Up to that point, Mitchell really had done well. Then a couple of solid right hands. It's the speed of the right hand of Linares that worries me. And those were a couple of good shots. I don't know that a couple of good shots takes the round away from Mitchell, but a little warning sign.
Indeed, round 2 of this 12-rounder for the WBC lightweight title. Kevin Mitchell in the blue with the yellow trim, and also the mark on the bridge of the nose you might have seen there in close-up. That's an old injury that he incurred about a year ago sparring with Ricky Burns, and it opened up again when he was sparring in Texas against a Mexican sparring partner earlier in the month. Also did some sparring with Ricky Burns, his old conqueror, who's now a stablemate, and Burns' presence around that gym has really helped galvanise that entire team, because nobody embodies professionalism like Ricky Burns.
So Linares is clever, he's coming forward, but he's trying to draw leads from Mitchell. Mitchell just looking a little bit tense and tentative at the moment. I think the couple of right hands in the previous round have given him something to think about, so he's been careful, and we can't blame him for that. Linares is trying to draw some mistakes from him.
Linares promised in the press conference in the week, he said he would come here and steal the show. Well, Mitchell getting in with another one of those left hooks. Looking to land another one there as well. That's a shot he landed time after time against Estrada. It's going to be harder to connect with that kind of regularity against this man.
Well, he went for the left hook again there. He's taking chances. I mean, Mitchell showed last time out how good he can be in the back foot, so I'm not too alarmed that he's been pushed back at the moment. He's responding well. Body shot, little face pull there by Linares.
And getting inside and just trying to do a bit of tough guy stuff there, Mitchell. I think that'll bother Linares in the slightest. Since he's been with Tony Sims, and that, you know, we're talking about 2 years now, his temperament has been terrific. Remember how far behind he was on the cards against Ghislaine Maduma at Wembley Stadium, and yet he came and produced the 11th round stoppage. He didn't panic, he stuck to the game plan.
Well, and he stopped Linares really from producing too much in the second round here. You know, Linares is threatening a lot, he's feinting, he's threatening, but not really getting too many punches off, so good work from Mitchell. He's frustrating him, and that's when mistakes start to appear. Linares looking a little bit frustrated at the moment. I think he expected Mitchell maybe to be a bit more aggressive than he's been. A couple of good shots there, though.
Yeah, Mitchell committed, paid the price, and it was that left to the body that started that as well before the combination upstairs. And he does have these fast hands, Linares. He does let those punches go.
Again, he saves it for later in the round. That's good stuff from Linares here at Mitchell. Taking the full force of these. Linares is taking it away from him again late in the round.
We've got a fascinating duel building up here for the WBC lightweight belt, a belt that's been worn by some of the real legends of the business. Julio Cesar Chavez, Alexis Arguello, Ken Buchanan, Roberto Duran, Floyd Mayweather, Pernell Whitaker, some guy called Jim Watt in there as well. That's not a bad group that Kevin Mitchell's looking to try and join here. But Linares not quite ready to relinquish control of the belt as we go into round 3.
See, you get the impression with Linares, he's always ready with something. You know, he's always ready to pounce. Good stuff there from Mitchell. Good plans against a counter-puncher to get 2 and 3 punches out. Don't throw the single shots. That's what Linares is waiting for. That's what he'll feed off of.
Both of them continuing to feint, parry, look to draw the leads, create the openings.
That was a clever uppercut, and then a little burst of punching from Linares. He's so quick, and as I say, always has something ready. Mitchell has to be careful. I mean, he kind of telegraphed the fact that he was coming forward there.
That last fight that we called, Jim, the Estrada fight against a much more static, upright opponent. He could just pick so many shots, Mitchell, and it's so much harder to do it against a mover like Linares.
Well, I think maybe Mitchell has been told to try to come forward a little bit more than he was doing.
Definitely sticking to a game plan here, Mitchell, you can see.
Yeah, you can see he's about to try something.
Yeah, southpaw. And then back out again. Nothing there this time.
See, we've got 2 guys who are really thinking their way around here. I mean, not the drama maybe the fans were hoping for, but I'm pretty sure we'll see some of that as this warms up. Good stuff again from Mitchell. And again.
Blocked off the counter there nicely, Mitchell. Bit of a phony war in this 3rd round. Neither man able to land anything of any great substance. But this is the stage of the round that we've seen Linares come alive in the last couple of rounds.
Yeah, Mitchell's getting the jab working. Although single punches there, I think you're taking a chance against this guy. Good stuff there.
Yeah, eye-catching stuff from Mitchell, who gets out of range as well. And Linares is the man struggling with his range at the moment.
Yeah, he's looking frustrated, Linares. I think he believed Mitchell would have been easier to catch with these shots. He's thrown them quick, but Mitchell's not there.
Tough to make a case for Linares getting anything out of this round. Has hardly landed. And that should give Mitchell some confidence. He did land a big right on the bell, though. Main event still to come. Kell Brook defending his IBF welterweight title against this man here, Frankie Gavin, the man who has absolutely nothing to lose. Talking to him earlier in the week, Jim, he was just so relaxed. He just said, well, everyone's written me off. I'm just going to go in there and I might have 1 or 2 surprises. And a vintage Frankie Gavin can make this interesting tonight.
Yeah, well, we know he's a class operator. That's a huge chance for him.
That's after this one. And Anthony Joshua against Kevin Johnson as well, which is coming up next, the big fellas. Now, something for Mitchell to build on there in that last round. And I wonder what kind of changes Ismail Salas will have tried to implement in the Linares camp. He's his lead trainer. Mitchell looking to switch to the body.
Good stuff again from Mitchell. His concentration is spot on. And you can actually see him working things out there. A burst from Linares.
There was a left to the body there from Linares that I think Mitchell felt. Mitchell standing his ground. So that concentration level of Kevin Mitchell right up there.
I think Mitchell is working the range really well, and that's the reason Linares is struggling. He caught him with that one. He's finding it at the moment, but Mitchell has worked the range really well. Just a little half step back and he's out of range. And a little bit scrappy.
Trying to get the jab to the body there, Linares. A bit of blood around the hairline for Linares. In the scalp.
Nice little burst there.
So both of them just boxing in little bursts. Mitchell looking to land a right hand there. Linares.
Yeah, they're cutting the left eye of Mitchell.
Yeah, he's
See
cut.
the blood there, yep.
Was their heads coming together? Because Linares, I say, is also cut.
Well, the heads came together, and I felt Linares feeling to see it if a cut had occurred. So I would imagine it's been the heads that have come together. But Linares, you can see, Linares' cut, I think, is on the head, the side of the head, not the eye. So Mitchell's the one in the bigger trouble, and Linares is boxing well at the moment, committing himself a bit more here.
Yeah, there's a lot of blood coming from that cut on the scalp for Linares. Mitchell looks to get in there with a left hand. The crowd enjoyed that, got another one in. Mitchell starting to tee off a little bit here as we get down to the last few seconds of this fourth round. This fascinating tactical battle that you just get the sense is ready to explode at any moment. Nice work from Linares with the first one, but Mitchell saw the next two coming, got out of the way.
Oh, good body shot.
Left hook to the body right on the bell again from Linares.
Now you can see two guys who are thinking what they're doing. That was the head clash there. The left side of Linares' head clash with the left eye of Mitchell, and I think Mitchell is the one who's come off a little bit worse. There it is. So Linares cut on the scalp, which is no great problem, and straight away when they broke off, Linares felt to see if it was blood that was coming down or sweat, but nothing serious for him. Mitchell in a bit more trouble.
Round 5 then, Kevin Mitchell looking to try and take the WBC lightweight belt, currently in the possession of Jorge Linares, the Tokyo-based Venezuelan, this classy three-weight world champion. And you look at Linares as Mitchell goes to work, raids, gets out of trouble. You wonder how Linares ever made featherweight, but that was all a long time ago. Both continuing to circle for openings. A lot of upper body movement. Oh, he's got him! The big breakthrough comes from Mitchell, and Linares felt that. And Linares has a history of falling apart when he's hurt. He's up at 8. Victor Loughlin takes a look at him, but what an opportunity this is for Mitchell. Comes in with a left hook, the place goes crazy. Linares looking to try and regroup here. Mitchell loading up. Linares backing up. He's just got to keep a cool head here, Mitchell.
I think he took a solid one back there, Mitchell. He took a solid shot back. He wants to be careful. Linares is experienced. He's a three-weight world champion. The legs seem okay again. There's still plenty of time in this round.
Yeah, the legs look solid, but can Mitchell tag him again? Signs once again of the fragility of Jorge Linares, and Mitchell looking to go to work again. Is he going to go for broke here? Take the risk. He will leave himself open if he does, but Linares, you sense, might be there for the taking. Mitchell may never get a better chance than this, right here.
Well, Linares' legs are looking strong again, but he was shaken by the follow-up attack from Mitchell. So Mitchell knows he has the power to hurt him. Terrific stuff again from Mitchell.
A real short jolting combination that did it. Nice left hook. And that's knocked Mitchell just, again, the aggressor, Linares, at the moment just trying to ride this storm out.
See, that's the difference when Mitchell puts punches together against a counter puncher. You got to put them together. But this has been a big round for him with the knockdown.
But now look at Linares coming back at Mitchell. And remember, Mitchell's put a lot into this fight, into this round. Now, can he launch himself once again? Linares staying well out of the way, not having anything to do with it. So Mitchell unable at the moment to build on that. Nice body shot in the switch upstairs. Big round this for Kevin Mitchell as we get down to the last 15 seconds. And as you say, Jim, Linares looks like he may have regrouped here.
Yeah, his legs are looking strong again, but the main thing is a good attack from him, but Mitchell knows he can hurt him. And he's landing the left hook cleanly.
And he gets a 10-8 round in the bank as well. Well, that's got the place on its feet. Everybody in uproar here. And Linares on the floor took his time before getting up and managed to ride it out. Well, let's have a look at how he hit the deck.
Now, that was a terrific shot. Solid. Here it comes. Boom! Terrific shot. Set it up with the right hand. Boom! He collapsed to the floor. Took his time getting back up again. I thought he was in real serious trouble, but he seemed to get his head cleared quickly. Took his time adjusting the gum shield there. Got himself up in plenty of time. But there you go. That's the left hook that really has been working well for Mitchell tonight.
Well, we always knew it was going to be a question of when, not if, this one took off. Because there is that air of fragility about both these two. Remember, we talked about Mitchell and how he just fell apart twice on the big stage. Linares bombed out in a round. And remember that fight when he was comfortably ahead against Antonio DeMarco after 10, fell apart in the 11th. And then Sergio Thompson put him on the floor and cut him. And that was a stoppage as well. So if these fellas go, they go ugly.
Well, Linares knows now he has some work to do. He's been on the floor boxing away from home. So close rounds can tend to go to the home guy with the crowd reaction. So Linares really will have to start producing. Terrific from Mitchell, terrific.
Yeah, and Linares calls him on, but Mitchell starting to let some punches flow and growing in confidence here and switching the point of attack again so cleverly. It's been a great exercise in concentration and focus this so far from Mitchell.
You know, recently Mitchell really has come on in leaps and bounds. You know, proper world-class fighters fight in little bursts, and that's what he's doing at the moment. He's picking his moments just to go to work, frustrating Linares with the range, just sitting on the edge of range. Then when he decides it's right, in he goes with the combinations. Really clever stuff.
Oh, that caught him. Mitchell felt that left hand. You can tell by the reaction of the crowd. Almost silence there when that one landed. So Linares busy once again, settled back into his rhythm. And can Mitchell knock him back out of it again? Shake him up. Linares this time looking to attack the body. Good work from Mitchell defensively. Linares made to miss. And we're back to the pattern of the early rounds, Jim, where it's all cagey and tactical and probing for openings and looking to make the other guy miss and open up.
Well, I think both have felt the power of the other guy, so no one really wanted to take too many chances. Linares has been on the floor, but he's the one who's forced really to try to take the initiative. He has a bit of leeway to make up. Big round for Mitchell. Terrific again from Mitchell.
Yeah, nice
the way he's putting punches together, that's really good stuff from Mitchell.
And these raiding tactics get the crowd going, as you say, Jim, and in these close rounds you just wonder if judges do get influenced by this noise. In fact, we know it happens, we've seen it.
just again judging the range perfectly. Mitchell just sitting on the edge of range, ready to come back in with the counters. Really boxed well in that round.
It's busy here at the O2. Everybody jumping up and down earlier when Mitchell had Linares on the floor. But the free-weight world champion has regrouped well, and this one remains in the balance and fascinating.
Yeah, that was another terrific round. Close, but I like Mitchell.
Round 7 of this 12-rounder. Well, you said you gave that last one to Mitchell, Jim. Let's take a look at your card, see how it's shaping up.
Yeah, I have him 3 points up with the 10-8 round in the 5th with that knockdown. I like the way he's going about it here. He's frustrating Linares. Linares is the one who's having to force. Oh, terrific again from Mitchell. Really cool and calculated there.
Really good work with that left hand once again. And again, the aggressor. Again, making Linares just blink. Look as if to say, I'm confused. What's going on?
And he's not wasting anything, Mitchell. You know, he looks composed, solid. And as I said earlier, his concentration is spot on.
Well, we've seen him box to orders before, as I said. I mean, you know, the last fight, okay, it was too easy for him, but he did exactly what he was told to do. And Tony Sims has been coming up with some terrific game plans for him, as he found another one here.
Well, Linares is certainly not looking happy at the moment. He knows what he wants to do, but he's not quite managing it.
Well, it's been a wonderful few days for British boxing. Last September, James DeGale winning that world title in Boston against Andre Durrell. He's been to the cup final this evening, but he's got himself over here. He's sitting ringside. He and Kevin Mitchell are big buddies. And earlier tonight, Lee Selby adding his name to the list of British world champions. Are we going to have 3 in the shape of Kevin Mitchell, who again does a terrific job of making Linares miss. And a lovely little combo. It's Mitchell's turn to try and land something on the bell, and he couldn't do it. Linares again flashing things in the last few seconds. Let's hear what Paul Smith makes of this. He's with Ed.
Well, if Jim's got Kevin Mitchell in a handy lead now, how are you scoring it, Paul?
I've got Kevin Mitchell ahead. My card tallies with Jim's. Delighted for him, delighted with the knockdown. He's boxing very well. He's sticking to his game plan. It was a round apiece at the start, but he's eased into it. Linares is looking very sharp, but he's also losing a little bit of his shape and his discipline at the minute, because as the rounds are going on, Kevin's having a bit more success. I'm a little bit worried about Kevin's right hand. He hasn't thrown it much in a while. I know he's a left-handed, right-handed fighter. He's naturally left-handed, and he throws a lot of left-hand work, but his right hand maybe a bit worrying me. He hasn't thrown it much, but quality display. Just keep the discipline, Kevin, and continue world champion.
Keep the discipline.
And we'll keep an eye on that right hand of Kevin Mitchell that Paul has just picked up on. See if that is a factor. And is conditioning a factor? The old Kevin Mitchell, it certainly would have been. This Kevin Mitchell, the Kevin Mitchell that knows he's on his last chance, well, he's a dedicated gym worker. He's going to need to be.
Well, I remember seeing Kevin his first couple of pro fights, and I looked at him and said, a definite world champion. He looked special. And I thought, you know, his career had been squandered. But no, this is what we hoped for him.
Great work again from Mitchell, all with the left hand, but that eye is getting a bit messy now, and they're unable to control it.
See, Linares is forcing everything here. Mitchell blocked, terrific
Nice combination
response.
again upstairs. He's got it under control again, Mitchell. But Linares is definitely stepping it up now. And there's more damage around the Mitchell eyes. But he caught him with another one of those left hands. But those eyes are becoming a concern as well, Jim. Look at that left eye, the right eye. The left eye was damaged earlier. Now the right's gone. Blood everywhere.
A solid jab there from Linares. But and the nose is bleeding as well from Mitchell. He just blew it out there. Spray of blood came. But he still has that solid look about him, Mitchell. You know, Linares is trying to bully him, but he can't do it.
Well, you hope it's not going to be stopped on cuts. That left eye does look a mess. That was the one that was caused by the head clash. So if it is stopped because of that, it will go to the cards. Again, these sharp, hard jabs coming in from Linares. And Mitchell looking a little bit.
Yeah, well, good body shots
here as
too.
Linares really starts to open up. This is a good spell for the champion. Mitchell needs a response.
Well, I think Mitchell needs to cover up, get his head clear, then respond. Back he comes anyway.
But it's Linares pushing the pace here, and Mitchell looking to try and respond as we get down to the last 30 seconds again. And Mitchell on his case immediately. A little grin there from Linares as if to say, you don't bother me this time. Last few seconds of round 8.
Yeah, some good combinations, a couple of really solid sharp left jabs from Linares as well. But Mitchell on the front foot, he's come through. Whatever Linares has thrown at him in this round, a lot of facial damage.
But Jim, look at that left eye, it is
both
horrendous.
eyes and the nose, yep.
The left in particular is horrific. Oh my goodness, only knows what they can do in the corner. And the work will start right now. Tony Sims assisted by the usual crew there. Peter Sims, his brother, Mark Seltzer staying on the outside of the ropes, and Peter Sims and Tony trying to get that thing under control.
See, the trouble with cuts like that, and that even if you stop the bleeding, they're still serious cuts. You know, it's it looks like a gaping cut.
Well, some of those jabs of Linares were doing a lot of damage. And
Yeah,
the right hand, I think, is what did it there.
took him a bit of time to find the range in that round, Linares, but when he did, he produced a lot of good work. But Mitchell coped with the pressure well, and when he took shots, he came forward with a response. This one really is warming up now.
There's a lot of Vaseline on that left eye of Kevin Mitchell. Some referee would send that back and get it wiped off. Victor Loughlin lets it go. So once again, the tide just shifts. Linares with a cheeky little uppercut there at the start of this 9th round. It's too close to call, Jim, it really is. But certainly in that last round, the momentum was swinging in favour of the champion, and Mitchell is the man that has to do something about that.
Well, he's looking solid in these exchanges, Nick. You know, he's not giving ground. Nice evasive work there.
He's made Linares miss a lot. It's been really intelligent, disciplined stuff, this, from Mitchell. And clever again. You still get the sense that Linares is the guy that's got to start cranking through the gears. He's the one that's been on the floor. Behind on Jim's card and Paul Smith's card.
Mitchell's got the jab working, a good combination from Linares, but nothing that he's done has troubled Mitchell.
But we're not seeing much aggression from Kevin Mitchell, not in the last round, not in this one. Little bursts and flurries here and there. Is that going to be enough? Are these rounds going to get nicked off him?
Well, he's not taking anything. I mean, Linares was landing a good solid jab in the previous round. I haven't seen too much in this round. But he's the one coming forward, close rounds sometimes. Good work there from him.
Yeah, he's the one that's catching the eye. He's the aggressor. He's busier. Slipping inside there again, Mitchell unable to do any damage. That's better again from Mitchell. Needs a bit more of that. He's not able to stop Linares in his tracks and missing there as well. And continuing to miss, but a left hand got through. The left hand got through. He threw a combination. The right missed, the left didn't. That left did, so did the right. Now it's Linares' turn to make Mitchell miss. Right hand counter, Mitchell. And then the double jab. A little bit of quality there from Mitchell here in this 9th round in the last few seconds.
Yeah, but I think Mitchell's doing fine. Yep, he's
has he
not
been busy
allowing
enough, Jim?
Yep, he's not allowing Linares to really set anything up. Now this is a tough round to score, this one. What a tough round to score that was.
There have been a few tough rounds to score. He has worked so hard here, Kevin Mitchell. So many people here in support of a very, very popular indeed. I mentioned James DeGale just talking to his trainer Jim McDonald, and what a job he did last week, by the way. DeGale would love nothing more than a win double tonight. He's seen Arsenal win the cup. He'd trade that in, I think, for Kevin Mitchell to win a world title here. Listen to the cheers that James DeGale's getting. And look how stunned he is. That is a guy that's used to be getting booed in the past. But James DeGale's face went up on the big screen, and that's the reaction.
Yeah, well, they both had their moments in that round. They're tough to split there. Linares in the early part of the round, Mitchell later on.
Yeah, the last couple of rounds for me, Jim. Linares has done enough. How do the judges see it? Round 10, 3 to go. Mitchell with the knockdown, of course. He's boxed very, very well indeed. But Linares is still there, still a threat, still very dangerous.
Mitchell has to be careful. He's moving into range now. You know, he was kind of flitting just on the edge of range, but now he's that little bit closer. He's taking chances. I wonder, I mean, this has been a real pace. Is Mitchell beginning to feel it? He's just slowed down a little bit at the start of this round, making the uncharacteristic mistake there. Is he feeling the pace a little bit?
Linares still chugging away. He's the man looking to be the aggressor. Got hit with a big right hand, and Mitchell felt that, and he's in trouble. Covering up on the ropes. Linares backs up, tries to measure him. Lands terrific combinations. Mitchell needs to get a response here because Linares is on top of him and bossing it. And this is dangerous times for Kevin Mitchell as Linares lets the punches flow. Looking for the big opening here, Linares trying to measure him, and Mitchell comes back. And just listen to that reaction from the crowd. More blood pouring from the face of Mitchell, who took some heavy punishment there. Now that cut on the nose has gone again.
This is a dangerous range for Mitchell. This is a dangerous range. There comes a right hand.
That right hand's got him as well. He's in trouble. He's in big trouble. Are the wheels coming off here for Kevin Mitchell? Linares looking to probe his way through.
And this is knocking a lot of the stuffing out of Kevin Mitchell. Can he recover from a round like this?
And then the swelling on the left eye, big left hand, but the swelling on the left eye is grotesque. He's an absolute mess. Blood from the nose, cuts on both eyes, under pressure, and Mitchell still comes back. And Linares now is on the receiving end. What an effort this from Mitchell, who digs his teeth, grits his teeth and digs in.
This is terrific action. We were seeing a couple of thinking fighters a few rounds ago. Two real warriors we have now. But this is a big round so far for Linares. A huge round.
It is, and he's got him again, and down he goes. It's been coming. He's up very slowly, 20 seconds left. They've got to get him back to that corner. He's got to get through this round, and it's waved off. Victor Loughlin has waved it off. Jorge Linares celebrates with his team. Kevin Mitchell could not have put any more into that.
A referee could not have allowed that to continue. Could not have allowed it. Okay, the original injury was caused by a clash of heads, but the swelling on the side, which worsened the cut, was caused by punches. But I tell you, Kevin Mitchell goes out tonight covered in glory. What an effort that was. Terrific performance, terrific fight. Really sad that it should be stopped on injury. His face, Nick, was a total mess, and it looked as though the fight had been taken away from him. And I think the referee, no question, no way he could have allowed that to continue. Terrific turnaround for Linares, because he was struggling all the way. He was on the floor. He turned the fight round in the last couple of rounds, and that was a huge round for him, even without the knockdown.
But listen to the ovation that this man is getting and thoroughly deserves. All those people who said, oh well, when the going gets tough he falls apart. Well, that got rammed down some throats tonight. He put everything he had into this, and it's good to see the response from the Linares camp as well. They know how tough a night this was.
I thought Mitchell was brilliant from start to finish, and the punches he took and was still able to come back and take it away from Linares in that last round was amazing. The courage he showed, the commitment, the concentration all the way through. No doubt that is one of the punches that caused the grotesque swelling on the side of the eye. But he showed everything that he asked for in a champion tonight. Kevin Mitchell, it's just a pity he will not go home as one, but it's not over.
And it's such a sickener for him, because he was ahead on 2 of the cards. The third card had it level. One of the cards had him up by 6, which I think is a bit generous, another by 2. But Linares, we've seen it in the 2 previous rounds, Jimmy. He was coming on strong, he was building up something, and in the end he just battered his way through. But boy, Mitchell did not go quietly, he did not quit.
No, as I say, Nick, I thought it was terrific all the way through, right from the start. From the knockdown, you're thinking he's the one with the power, if we're going to see an early finish. And I tell you, look at the punishment for 2, we called them vulnerable at the start of the fight, 2 vulnerable men.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll change our minds about that. But what a terrific fight that was from start to finish. We got the clever stuff early, the tactics, then 2 warriors appeared and produced a terrific spectacle.
It just wasn't to be for Kevin Mitchell tonight, was it, despite that terrific effort? But Jorge Linares has come from behind to stop the Dagenham man and hang on to his WBC lightweight title. And the finish was ugly. That swelling above the left eye getting bigger and bigger, literally in front of our eyes. It was just horrific. When the nose went as well, that just made it even worse. And Victor Loughlin took one look and said, you know what, enough is enough. Such a shame for Mitchell. But I don't think that certainly wasn't a word of reproach from you, Jim. I very much doubt if any of our colleagues up in the studio will criticise Kevin Mitchell for anything tonight, because he put everything he had into this, and on the night it just wasn't quite enough.
Ladies and gentlemen, the blood and the tears in this ring tell the story that we have just witnessed. One of 2 great warriors fight their hearts out. A round of applause for challenger and champion at this time. It all comes to an end at 2 minutes, 57 seconds into round number 10. The winner by TKO victory, and still the reigning and defending world champion from Venezuela, Jorge Linares.
Wow, what a performance. 2 skilled fighters there, heroic and classic. I just really feel for Kevin Mitchell there, because he didn't do very much wrong tonight. He did almost nothing wrong. It's a really quality opponent in Linares. And for the fight to end in such a grotesque manner, I mean, the fight did need stopping. But when Kevin Mitchell was fighting him there towards the end, he would have known that his eye was almost hanging out of his head, and he would have been able to feel the swelling and see it himself. And he didn't give up there, but he just knew